What up, though? Welcome to Lavish Show. Nah, what's going on, Lavish?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Lavish T. Williams podcast. And today on my show, I got Darren Brown. I'm here on the show today. We're talking about the Detroit Film Festival. That is correct, festival, right?
No.
Film Awards. Sorry,
There we go.
Let me get
I
that
knew you was gonna
corrected. The Detroit Film Awards that's going on later this month, May 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Darren, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, man. I'm Darren Brown, founder of the Detroit Filmmaker Awards. Man, what we wanted to do with Detroit Filmmaker Awards is, showcase our talent here in Detroit, man. We started Detroit Filmmaker Awards, been in existence since 2019, man. That's when we had our first ceremony, huge ceremony, man. A lot of notable names. That's actually in this year's ceremony was nominated, man. It was just big, man. It was very, great for the city. A lot of filmmakers didn't even know that it was this many filmmakers here in the city. And this year, a lot of people won't. They'll see and be like, "Wow, I didn't know that film would make these many people this successful." You know what I'm saying? Creativity, writing. People are like living in their dreams now. So you know what I'm saying? It's a great opportunity and a great time to be in filmmaking.
Okay, that's cool. So the Filmmakers Awards and the award ceremony is absolutely new to me.
Okay.
It's not the first year. It's new to me.
Right.
Me personally, just getting into film and meeting a lot of the people that's into the independent films is a big thing. I mean, I'm glad to see a lot of people within the city coming from Detroit
Right.
put out a lot of movies, and then people all around the world, they're talking about it.
Right.
I mean, Detroit is trending as far as independent films right now.
Definitely. We
Yeah.
the it.
We are.
We the
We
it.
are.
I mean,
we
to
are.
be honest, man, like who would ever thought that Motown would be reincarnated in film? Because that's where we are with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to say that's exactly where we are in it. We're making our own celebrities. We're making our own faces. We're literally building up what Hollywood did out there here. You know what I mean? And it's gonna take. I mean, of course, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but man, we're off to a great start.
All right, now how long have you been into the film industry? How long have you been putting?
Man, I've been in the film industry for about 20 years, bro.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Being kind of one of the first guys to like pick up a camera and just, I guess, make it look cool. You know what I mean? doing it at a time where it wasn't a huge payday, but really still carving out a space for me to feed my family and keep going, even when times was rough, even when it felt like, yo, it's not enough work. I mean, I was one to be like, yo, I mean, it ain't enough work for you, but I'm gonna make sure to get my work. You know what I mean? So that kept me going, man, and it kept a lot of relationships tight. You know what I'm saying? I've made a lot of great relationships. One of the first films that I did was a film, Project 313, man, that got distribution, you know, through all, you know, Blockbuster, Walmart, all that stuff, man. So that made me realize, like, yo, it is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for a nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
no, absolutely. What year was that? That was in the 2000s,
Man, that
correct?
was 2000, maybe 2006, 7, man.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
this was at a time, man, like where, you know, they just came out with cameras that prosumer cameras when we were like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can make a movie. We don't have to, you know what I'm saying, fly in, or we can learn on our own. Instructions came with the camera, and it was like, oh, okay, cool. You know,
Yeah.
instructions ain't come with film cameras, bro. You had to go to school, be learned and taught that. But instructions came with these cameras, like a book of instructions.
Mhm.
And it was like, the knowledge is here now. We can make movies. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, we can shoot movies. We can't necessarily, we don't have the creativity quite yet. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of studying to do, but you know, for the most part, man, the book was there for us to read.
All right, now, did you go to school for movie making?
Yeah, I did.
Filmmaking?
I actually went to school. I went to Motion Picture Institute of Film, man. I went to Specs Howard. So I'm a product of, you know, Detroit filmmaking, like at its finest, bro. Like I took advantage of all institutions that made film. I went and looked for things, went on sets. Like, man, I really soaked it up like a sponge when I was young, when it wasn't a lot to soak up. You know what I'm saying? I've been on commercial shoots, you know, and even at a particular point in time when I was doing my own, like I took my money and hired the people that knew how to do it to train some of the people that work with me that didn't know how to do it. So that was my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I hire you, man, I need you to teach my man how to do this too. And they were like, "Oh yeah, no problem. He gonna shadow you. You know what I mean? Like he gonna shadow you and get some of your knowledge. So go ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. You like a pioneer.
Yeah, man.
Within
Some people have
within
called
the
me that, man, and I really appreciate the love and respect, man. Because the film, I mean, at the end of the day, the community is huge, and the community is bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one that sit back, know the history of it, and got an eye on where it's going, man. And I believe in it that much, and along with me believing in it, it's a whole lot of other people who believe in it as well, and we all sit in a room and we have those type of conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So the film awards.
Yeah.
Let's focus on that. Let's talk about this.
That's good.
Who's all involved with the film awards?
Glad you asked, man. So one of the individuals that's involved with it is Dennis Reed. These are all board members. Dennis Reed, Homestead Entertainment, man, has been gracious enough to actually come aboard as a board member and as well as a sponsor to make sure that these happen without a hitch. You know what I'm saying? Putting up the bread, putting up time, energy, and effort to making sure that we celebrate and thank all the individuals that come and work hard and long hours and learn the lines and just work with us, man. We also have T from Mula Films, who's a part of it. Man, always there to give his knowledge on what can be done, what should be done, marketing and things like that. We have Shanti, who does, a lot of legal stuff. We also have Sarita, and Sarita is a writer, Sarita Cheatham. So she comes and that'll be the person that you talk with. Man, we have Brian Major, the one who puts the show together for us. And a ton of other people, man. We have writers, we have people who's volunteers. It's just so much. Like I got a long list of credits that people see at the end of everybody who involved. And we're also sponsored by, Motor City Popcorn, Maker's Mark. Shed came in and was like, yo, this is something that we just got to be a part of. So it was like beautiful. And also Dewan Ford, man, who is like an amazing up and coming filmmaker. Who wholeheartedly believes in the vision of what Detroit film is, and he has his hands in a lot of things. So shout out to all those individuals that's part. And if I missed anybody, I'm gonna make sure to take care of you.
Man, it sounds like a lot, man. How much work is involved in putting this together? I mean, you got a lot of movies out. So when I say a lot of work, you got a lot of movies, you got a lot of people, you got a lot of actors, you got a lot of directors, producers, and the list go on.
Yeah.
How do you break all that down into categories, man, to make it fair for everybody to fit in?
So yeah, man, it's funny that I'm glad you're speaking about the fairness of it, man, because what happens is it is a process, and people don't understand the process. We're not just pulling hats, names out of hats and being like, oh, this, that, and the other. We're not just saying, oh, they've been in 20 movies, so they should win. Like we're really judging people on that body of work that's presented to the board and to the committee. So the committee is made up of 30 individuals. Before it even gets to the committee, it's viewed by about 40 people who watch films, who just avid film watchers, and they say, okay, these are the best types of films that gets nominated. These are the people that we like that gets nominated. So it's not everybody is not in a room agreeing on who should be or who shouldn't be. These are people that's in the comfort of their own home or whatever, their office or whatever, and they send in a name and they send in a project. We take that and we give it to the committees. The thing about the Detroit Filmmaker Awards is we give it to people who actually do what they do in the industry. So if it's best editing, you are being judged by a peer of editors who edit film. You know what I mean? It's not a person who casually watches film and be like, oh man, that just looks sweet. It's like technical stuff that people are judging. We do, when it's actors, it's fellow actors that's like, yo, we looking at, believability, pacing, character, all those stuff goes into how individuals are judged once they get to the committee. So the committee is made up of maybe 20 plus people or more, and they all look at it. You can go on the website, check out who's part of the committee, who's heads the committee and things like that, and we all look at them and we all come to some general consensus of who should win. I mean, and with Detroit being just so small right now, it's a lot of people who are part of certain projects, but of course they can't judge their own project. So we make sure that that's not a thing at all too. So we really set forth how these things are how we're presenting fairness in the Detroit Filmmaker Awards. And another thing, we're presenting fairness, like we just want to make sure that it's respected. You know what I'm saying? So when you win, it's really a win.
It's not just
it's not a
I know
popularity.
him.
This ain't
Correct.
no popularity
Correct.
contest.
Correct.
We're not giving you this shit just because we feel like you're a cool person. We giving it because you're a talented person. Because people feel like you have talent. You know what I mean? So to win a Detroit Filmmaker Award, it's like, yo, you being judged by your peers who say, yo, you're a great filmmaker. But we also have the Audience Choice Award too, which is one that says, yo, you're my favorite actor. This is my favorite film. This is my favorite actress. Because, I mean, the people has a voice too. You know what I'm saying? And the people's voice really matters because the people's voice is what brings the money. You know what I mean?
Man.
So we want to make sure that people has that notoriety. And I'm excited to say that this year, we've had so many close calls when it comes to the judging. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple that was like, yo, clearly a winner. But then we had some that was like, yo, that's close. And I like the fact that it's close because it gives people, it's authentic, and it gives people the opportunity to say that no one thing wins.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like no one type of movie is the movie that everybody is like, ooh, this is, you know what I'm saying? It's like, especially when it came to the movies, man, it came so close. You know what I'm saying? So many people love all different types of movies. And that's another reason why I think the DFA is important, because it exposes not just the popular movies, it also exposes the not so popular movies that's just as great. The storylines in those popular movies and the storylines in those movies that's not as popular. You know what I'm saying? The new and coming actors that's not as popular as the ones that's in quite a few movies. So it gives us exposure that sometimes we may not receive, man. And to do it in a room full of the people that, you know, you can be your favorite actor here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like your favorite actor is like, yo, I respect you. And we don't have a lot of those conversations in the community because we all working. But what happens, what I found out when I do things like Speedcast, which you've been a part of,
correct,
and Detroit Filmmaker Awards, it's different type of conversations going on. It's misunderstandings that people get and be like, oh, I didn't know. I thought, oh. And it's like, yo, all y'all had to do is be in the same room. And who's creating all those rooms all the time? That's why we have to create these situations so we can be in all those rooms all the time. And we can see different people's skill sets and know that, oh, okay, it's not like that. I can hire you. You're not just working on yours, but you're willing to work on everybody else's too. That's dope. Because sometimes we just don't get those calls because people think, oh man, you know, he only doing that. No, we doing everything. You know what I mean?
Right. So let me ask you this question. For the people who's putting out movies and films, you have films that a lot of popular people are putting out.
Right.
They got big names. But then you also have independent individuals that's putting out films that a lot of popular people might not have ever heard of because they don't know who to go to and who to work with.
Right.
Because it's probably something new to them and they never been exposed to the popular people that's been doing it in the business. So how do you guys find those independent, what should I call them, hidden gems out there that's pushing out movies that doesn't hit your scope? How do they get on your scope?
So for me, I'm a fan of independent film, bro. Like if it's a film that's being done, it crosses my radar. I mean, I can honestly say and know that. I mean, of course, I miss some. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I've worked with so many people that in my timeline is nothing but actors and actresses talking about what they're a part of. And then we put a call out, you know what I'm saying? Like we ask people to submit their films. We're not just pulling them out of thin air. We do because there has to be some type of responsibility on your end as well. You know what I'm saying? To be noticed, you got to put that extra foot forward. And you know what I'm saying? Some people you got to give an extra push to, like, hey, come on and be a part of this. Because at the end of the day, sure, it's an award show, but we're trying to give everybody an opportunity to shine, man. You know what I'm saying? We didn't look at it and be like, oh no, we not this, that, and the other. It was not a lot of nose in the room. It was like, yo, how do we make it make sense in order to give maximum exposure to all the people that's doing things here? You know what I'm saying? So that was a thing too, because man, I mean, of course, later on in the years, it may get a little tighter. You know what I mean? But for right now, man, let's all celebrate. Let's all be a part of the celebration of the accomplishments that we're doing, man. Like, we know now when it's a film out, we're being seen worldwide. We're not being seen just by our mothers and our aunties.
Yeah, it's
and
not local no more.
It's not local no more. You can't even say it's a local film anymore, man. You know how many people, actors and actresses, travel and they be like, hey, you in my favorite movie.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
shit, they probably noticed them before they noticed a lot of people in big movies.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The funny thing about it is, I mean, you got those big movies. I don't know what you would call them. Not the independent films, but the big Hollywood films.
Like B movies, you know, and Hollywood films, of course. Yeah.
You know, I used to always enjoy watching the B movies.
Yeah, man. I think,
you know, coming up, you got your big Hollywood stuff going on, but then you got those B movies. I just looked at them in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, and then I like the content because it was more realistic.
They can't tell. So it would be atrocious for a Hollywood film to try to tell our stories. It always ends up that way. Like, no, it's terrible. You can't do that. You can't take our movies and make them how you feel like they should be.
Right.
So we bring a certain authenticity to film that Hollywood can never.
And you get overlooked.
Yeah,
they don't even look at you right away.
Well, the thing is, they can't. Number one, it's not that they overlook it; it's that we can't put our name on that. You know what I'm saying? Because at some particular point in time, it's like Big Brother can't keep exploiting our stories. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And we get something that get through. We get something that get through the crack that's really authentic to what we like. And the crazy thing about that is somebody took a chance and they end up being Academy Award winning films when the story is true about Black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the story becomes true, man, they look at it through a different lens because they've never been shown that depth of struggle. And it's like, whoa, this is crazy. And we tend to look at it like, yo, that shit happened yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is it really crazy?
Yeah.
But, you know, the way they've never seen it, man. It's like when we look at Westerns. We like, oh, that's crazy. They just, I was looking at 1883. They just on horses shooting each other. That's some crazy shit. Somebody in Texas is like, man, that shit happened the other day.
Right.
He was on his land and he got shot in the ass.
You got the Hollywood version. You got the realistic
went to the
version.
Hospital, got patched up. Now he hurting Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their story. But to us, it's like, whoa, you mean to tell me? And like I said, I was watching and I'm like, so they actually was just shooting people that was just on their shit like that. Like, no questions asked.
Right.
Not what you doing here. Just pull out your gun, pull out mine. We just gonna shoot each other and whoever die on it now.
Right. So let me ask you this: as far as current times with independent films and then big Hollywood films, with streaming, the internet, social media playing a big factor as far as getting a lot of independent films noticed.
Right.
People can go on social media.
Right.
People can go on the internet and they can see stuff. You can see what's going on in other states, other regions. How does that help you now versus in the past? And then does it get attention from Hollywood? Is it costing Hollywood more money now because people like yourself, we don't need Hollywood. We got our own circle and we're pushing out content and we don't need you.
It's like, no, Hollywood ain't tripping about us.
Okay.
They got way too much money, man. I mean, the money that we spending on our films, you know, they cater budget. You know what I mean? They ain't tripping about us, man. Okay. We eating.
Because I look at it like when you take rap music, not just rap music. I don't even want to put that out there where it's just rap music. But when you take music in general, everybody's dream was to sign to a label.
Right.
They wanted to get a record deal.
Right.
But now it's like, why do we need the record company? Why do we need the label?
When we got our own people,
independent.
we can go right to the consumer.
And we can make our own money.
Right.
So it's like the record labels are not as strong as they used to be.
So
is it like that with
So I'm gonna tell you,
film?
man. I'm gonna tell you. they're still just as strong. They're just going to find new ways to entice us and or own what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And not to be like, a conspiracy theorist on film here, but the new ownership is, let me give you a whole lot of money. So now you tied up in this right here. You tied up. You're gonna play with your money. Let me get T Williams. He got lavish towing. Hey T, let me just buy you out for 20 mil. Here. Just go sit down, bro. Don't tow
20
no more
million
cars.
here. Right.
Don't tow no more cars. But what if he was doing more than just towing cars?
Right.
What
Knowing
if
your worth.
What if you was changing the culture of towing? You modifying, you're creating new products for towing, this, that, and the other. You're doing too damn much. Here, $20 million. Go away.
So that $20 million is to kind of indirectly silence you.
Exactly.
We got enough money.
With film is powerful. We are out here writing, telling stories, speaking truths. Yeah, man. Here, 30 million, man. Here, go sit down, man. Go sit down a second. We need you in this. We need you in this 5-year deal, real quick, man. Go sit down. Here, 30 million, and give us what we want. We don't want you to do what you want. Give us what we want.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So having all that money is the new kind of, like silence. You know what I mean? Because you're not just making films. You're speaking truths. You know what I mean?
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
So how many different categories do we got for the film awards?
Man, we got like 20, man. 20 categories: short, feature, and audience choice. So just a disclaimer, we had more categories. So the first time that we did it, people, it was kind of easier to manage. This time what ends up happening is so many people are doing multiple projects, and they're great. You know what I'm saying? Like, just great artists are working on multiple projects. So it's hard to have a category when one person did all the films. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, like, editors, sound mixers, and things like that. We try to work everybody. Everybody can't work on everything, but we have found that a lot of people have worked on films, and they're great films, and it's the same person who's worked on all those great films.
Okay.
So even when it comes to web series, I want to say shout out to Keon Pruitt, because he submitted a great web series, but he was like the only one who had that web series. You know what I'm saying? So we couldn't have a web series category. Couple of music videos, but it wasn't enough to make a category. And people were like, "Yo, what's up with the wardrobe and the makeup?" And you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's just kind of hard, because a lot of people were the same people who were doing those things, and we really wanted to get the nuts and bolts this year of the filmmaking, which is actors, actresses, editing, screenplay, things like that. Hopefully next year we'll have enough to do categories like best lighting, and a lot of best lighting, makeup, special effects. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm listening. It's all new. It's like, wow, I didn't even know.
Because a lot of people didn't do special effects. Okay. You know what I mean? So it's kind of tough to do a category special. Hopefully, and then a lot of people were like, "Yo, sometimes it needs to be broken down in subcategories, like your dramas and your comedies and this, that, and the other." But when you got like 2 comedies, it's kind of hard to do that. So, overall film, we really try to kind of mirror or, kind of design what a lot of other film festivals may do, you know what I'm saying, in cases like that. So hopefully everybody, when you're doing a film, make sure to put your name in a hat. And hopefully next year, more people be willing to put their name in a hat than, you know what I'm saying, in the upcoming years. Okay. So, because I had to make a lot of calls like, "Hey, what you doing?" Be a part of it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people was kind of leery, but I think after they seen what it was, they were like, "Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, no, this is what we need to be a part of."
So would you not having a lot of people in certain categories, mm-hmm. and those people being involved in the film industry, mm-hmm. being the only one, is that a good or a bad? Or do the film industry want to see more people doing that type of work? And right. I ask that because sometimes we can have different careers and professions where it's overcrowded.
Yeah. Film can never be overcrowded. Nah, can it be overcrowded with bullshit? Well, yeah, of course. That's any industry. Film can never be overcrowded with our stories, though. I mean, people have the leisure to, I'm gonna watch a T. Williams movie.
And when I say overcrowded, meaning like sound effects guys,
no, it's
wardrobe.
Not, to be honest, it's
makeup.
not. No, to be honest, we are far from having enough.
Okay, so
it's not enough at all.
Okay,
no.
That's where I was getting at. Is it enough, or should more people
waiting?
Okay,
for people to be done so they can use them because it's not enough.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely need more. We need more sound people. We need more gaffers. We need more camera people. Like, it's not enough at all.
Okay.
We need more actors and actresses.
Yeah, and that was the thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, is it a shortage, but you need
Hell no.
more. It's more.
No, man. We need triple what we got now because people got to understand. Like, yeah, we're one of the industries that can say we don't want to hire you because you don't look this way. So you know what I'm saying? Like, we need two of you because we need you to act and we need the stunt double for you. So we need two of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We might need three of you. Okay. You know what I mean? Because what if the stunt double get hurt? We need another T. Williams on set. So we can never have enough people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now it's up to the people to carve out where they want to be in the industry too and make a name for being that person, that go-to person. And there's a lot of people who have done that here.
All right. And I think also, why you saying it's not enough people, maybe a lot of people that got the thought of doing it, they probably don't even know which direction to even go to reach out to even put themselves in a position.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because I can't say that everybody that's in film or any profession is always just open arms.
Yeah.
And it's not in a rude way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that they be so busy, tunnel vision, that they can't even focus on this person that walked up to him because it's like, oh man, I gotta get this movie done. I gotta get over here. So I can't even focus on what this person said.
But what you gonna do? So if I ever want to get in another industry, what do? I go and hang out with those people that's in that industry. I go and kick it with them. I go and support them. You know,
are they inviting? Are they inviting people?
We are. We always have. Man, my timeline is full of auditions, flyers, events, situations, post. Hey, I need somebody now. It's up to you. Do you have the time to be that go-to person?
Okay.
That's what you got to ask yourself. Okay. You can't say you want to do something and then don't want to sacrifice nothing to get it.
Oh yeah, everything comes with a sacrifice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be like, oh man, I don't know how to get in the film industry, and you don't want to go to nothing because you busy. If you busy, that's what you want to do. You busy at work. That's what you want to do.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah,
but this right here takes a lot of time. And I can tell you that just from being on a few sets. And I'm not even a big star. I only did a 30-second role.
Yeah.
But just to see the amount of time that it takes to shoot a role. But then I asked, are y'all welcoming and friendly? Because you have people that's just, they don't know.
Well,
they have a stereotype.
We are very welcoming and friendly, but what we don't want is somebody acting like they're willing and they're not. This requires a ton of patience. It requires, people going and say, "Oh man, I don't like the way," but this ain't about you and what you don't like. It's really about how you work with people. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna work with some difficult people. You're gonna work with some people that's amazing to work with. But at the end of the day, what you doing? You working.
Yeah, you definitely working.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have the luxury, or you don't have the luxury to sit here, especially here, and just pick and choose what you want to do. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes you don't want to play background. Yeah, don't nobody want to be an extra sometimes. But sometimes there's some people who love being extras because they know I can go in, I can kill it, I can be a part of it, I can do this. I'm straight with that.
I got this vision, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't do the casting calls. I did do one casting call.
Right.
I kind of surprised myself because I really, in front of people.
Right.
But I'm open to it now.
Right.
I want to be that guy that just do those cameos, 30 seconds. I want to be that guy that in everybody's movie, It's like, man, that guy is in everybody's movie. He's always saying something.
Look at that guy.
It's that guy. That's what I want to be known for. He was over there.
And you know what? It's funny that you say that because it is some people who just want to do that, man. They don't have, and I can appreciate those people because they don't have they have the respect to say, hey, man, I can't be here every day, but I can be here a day for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. Don't tell me you can be here every day and you can't.
Yeah, it takes a lot. Because
you thought you could. No, we need people who know they can.
They're gonna be here. Me personally, if I had to do a role, if I had a role, I would be there and I'll give it my all. Because people are gonna see me.
So you say this, and I'm pretty sure you know better than anybody because you run a business and you own your time. But what if I need you for 10 days all day? Straight?
It's either gonna be, man, I'm gonna do it or I'm not.
Yeah.
Because here it goes. This is the way I look at it. If Darren Brown say, Lavish, I need you for 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Darren Brown is so in this field.
Mm-hmm.
You're a reputable guy.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody ever come to you and ask you about me,
mm-hmm.
I need you to speak highly of me.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can't give you my all and I know this up front and I'm wasting your time, not only am I wasting your time, I'm actually wasting your money.
Yeah.
Because a lot of money goes into this and people don't realize that.
People don't understand on larger sets, we can spend up. I mean, and this is just on small films, man. And it's not, like I said, compared to Hollywood and stuff, I'm pretty sure they numbers triple 100 times, whatever we do. But I mean, we are spending, $4,000, $3,000, $5,000 a day. I mean, some days are more than others.
Yeah.
When you factor in catering, talent, cameraman, camera rental, sound, like this is like broken down $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day.
No, I definitely get it, which is why I would have to dedicate myself.
10 days, and I'm spending, like I said, 10 days, 60, 70,000. It's more. I totally underbidded it because you might have a $7,000, $8,000 day. You got somebody on set getting money, man. I remember I was shooting at this store. Man, I got at least 15, 17 people with me. He said, man, he came in, man, how much you spend in a day to do this? Because I want to get in the film. I said, bro, today and here, probably about $6,000. Man, you lying to me. I said, you see all these people in this gas station? I have to pay them.
Wow.
I got to pay all of them right now. All of them are working. They doing some work. They work. I got to pay them. I got to pay each one of those people.
But people don't see that.
Yeah.
People don't
pay
attention to that.
Gas in their car. I got to make sure they eat. I got to not only make sure that they're all good, I got to make sure they're emotionally good. Hey, you good today? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a job.
Yeah, that's why, to answer your question, myself, man, I had to give it my A.
Yeah.
Because I know as a business owner that it costs.
Yeah.
Your time and your money, man, you can't get that back.
Right.
You'll be,
no, you can't.
You'll speak very negative on the individual that wastes your time and your money.
Well, yeah, but that's another thing. Like for me, it's not, I don't, the negative speak.
No, because I'm going to tell you, listen, I'm not going to work with this guy because XYZ. He costed me $6,000 today.
Yeah.
I asked him.
Oh, you talking about you, Lavish? Yeah.
Me, I'm the guy. If Darren say, Lavish, I need you 10 days. I'm going to tell you up front, Darren, I can do 10 days.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Give me what time you need me, and I want to dedicate that.
And you know what's so crazy about it? Lavish, we can give you a roundabout time, but just expect to be there from when you open your eyes to when you close them today.
No, what I learned, this what I learned. This what I learned from the small parts that I've been in the sets.
Yeah.
If they tell me to be there at 12 o'clock, it's not going to take long. It's only going to be like a 10-minute thing.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm already knowing I'm going to be there 3 hours minimum.
Yeah, minimal.
3 hours minimum.
Minimal.
So when they say, hey, you're going to be doing this, blah, blah, we got to finish shooting this scene first, then you're next. I know that one scene comes with 30 different takes.
So I'm going to tell you, rule of thumb with that. Say somebody say, Lavish, we want you to come in, man, and you're going to be acting opposite of two other people. Yeah, possibly a short day. Lavish, we want you to come to the strip club scene and you got to act. You there all damn day.
You there all day.
Because you in this club all damn day.
All day.
With these people.
And they don't realize.
The bigger the scene, the longer you're going to be
The longer the day, and then the angles. Because you're sitting there seeing the same thing. 4 or 5 different camera angles.
No, man.
It take time.
That's easy. 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
I'm talking about in a club.
Yeah.
Fight. something lead up to the fight, aftermath of the fight, nigga, 30 easy. 30 shots easy.
All day.
How many people talking? 6 or 7? Man.
Changing the lights.
30, 45. I'm telling you,
all
man.
That stuff
I remember
takes time.
One time I was on set, man. And we was up to about it was a dinner table scene. Homeboy, as a matter of fact. I mean, we was well into, because you know when we shooting, you go by scene, then you go by number, and then you go, you know what I'm saying, when you change the angle, it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. I think we was in M's, and we talking about shots per that angle, and man, it had to be at least 35, 40 shots.
Man, that's crazy.
And then the conversation lasted all of 3 minutes.
And yeah, that'd be the tripped out. That'd be the tripped out part with me, man. When I see
there, aftermath, it was during, middle part, and then some aftermath.
Yeah. So
a couple people had to leave the table, come back. It was a lot of moving parts, but yeah, man, that's what it is to make a film, man. And I think, bringing it back to DFA, those are the things that the editors are going to look at and say, The cinematographers are going to look at it and be like, look at all these options that I have. Look at the work that he put in. Look at me feeling it. Look at the psychology of each shot. So that's what that is, man. Yep.
No, that's cool. So with you being out here in the film industry,
right,
to not take away from anybody,
okay,
and this is not anything negative,
right,
at all. The people that you worked with from the beginning to now, who would you say came in and you had like one of those moments where you had your head down, but they were so determined to go with their passion, and over the years they just blossomed into a beautiful butterfly as far as within the film world. Came in, not that great at all.
Not that great, but learned. So
but
kinda,
learned, and then
so
over exceeded.
The most improved.
The most improved from the years. Like you can sit and say, man, I remember when so and so came in, they were horrible.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this, because I wouldn't necessarily say the most improved. I think everybody kind of had it in them, and I wasn't necessarily. I think so. This is my gauge. It's not about. I've never walked into a room and been like, "Oh my God, this is gonna be." Let me stop lying. I have. It's gonna be a long day. But when I say most improved, I'm gonna say marketing, fame, notoriety, things like that, bro. I have to say everybody, cause Lavish, I've been in this since the beginning, so I seen everybody grow in this film industry. Cause okay. I was doing film at a point where none of these faces was around. You got to realize, like, at the very beginning, man, it was me. It was Mark Casey. It was oh man. I mean, people like Boudang. It was who else? It was Lee Maloney. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, more so video and film. I hate if I missed anybody, man. I hate to be that way. But then people was doing plays, so it was kind of split. You know what I'm saying? In a way, everybody wasn't doing film. Everybody just shied away from film. You know what I'm saying? So Al Prophet, and then after a while, people start coming around. Then we had people who was always around film people and was like, yo, I want to do it too. Then we got you know what I'm saying, Dennis Reed, Al Nuke, then we had, Beezy, we had T, and all those people were like, yo, now we're gonna start doing film too. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, at that point, I was like, oh yeah, that's great. You know what I'm saying? Because we need a community of individuals. So, but everybody started off, well, I'm gonna say like me, T, BZ, and we started off doing music videos and stuff. That was our thing. And then moving forward, you know what I'm saying, Dennis came in, but Dennis always came in with the business mindset of everything and the writing. So Dennis started doing the movies and everything, and it was just like he brought something to the community where it was like, yo, he's selling out all the fucking Star Southfield, like all of it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, so okay, oh, here comes some of the business part of it. This is the business. Me, I've always wanted to be more so the creative. We always had a discussion. Didn't say, Darren, you like making movies. I like making money. So, you know, and then T and them came along, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, now they're adding things that, you know, people like the entertainment factor of it. Like, I believe T got one of my favorite films. I mean, you know, just period. Birthday Behavior, man. Like, I enjoy that film wholeheartedly. You know what I mean? You know, Dennis got another one with Paper Heart. So those are the films, you know, and Narc, those are the films of my peers. And I was like, yo, look, the consistency was brought in by Beezy because he constantly was making movies, man. So that's the consistency. So everybody brought something to the game as far as just the OGs in it that was just like, yo, this is something. Look at what everybody is bringing. You know what I'm saying? Because I know T had an amazing run with a whole bunch from 211 to Plug Love to Birthday Behavior to, you know what I'm saying, him and his team, Derek Scott and the rest of them. And it was like, yo, and then it was like, okay, now we're about to do something epic. And that's when, you know, McGraw Ave came and it was like, yo, now look at them. Now they on the web series kick. That was
I know it, man. And I'm waiting on season 2.
Yeah, everybody
get up out of here, man. God, dog, man.
That was the thing, man. So everybody bought something. And I can't forget Rocky and Janaea, you know what I'm saying? And they do a lot of the faith-based films. You know what I'm saying? So that was something that people was like, yo, so everybody bought something. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm sorry if I forget anybody, but, you know, just holler at me about it. But
they definitely will holler at you about it.
But those are the ones that I know were the most consistent in moving forward with things. You know what I'm saying? You got and Melissa Talbert, who was like, she brought something that was like, yo, the organization of films, with her being a producer, with her knowing everybody and just making things happen. It was like, yo, this is crazy. So now it's like people say, oh, the industry can be cliquish. It's not about being cliquish. It's about we have teams of people that we work with. I mean, we're companies.
Right.
You can't, we're companies that make money, that trust our employees. So if you come in and you like it's cliquish, what did you do to not get hired? You know what I'm saying? It's people with seniority in these companies that you go to. And just because you have the passion and the will to act don't mean you're going to replace them. You get what I'm saying? Because that's not how it works, man. We trust people. We spend $5,000 plus a day, $3,000 plus a day on a film. We cannot chance that because you talked your way in. You shot your way in this place, but you can't shoot your way out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because we the ones holding the bag. So if I work with you 3 times, T, and I say come through and you come the 4th time and you do what you do, or even if you don't do what you do, I know that's out of your character. Something really happened for him to not show up. But if I work with you and the first day I'm like, yo, and you come in late and you tell me you got to leave early, and I done hired you for 5 more days.
You ain't really trying to do it.
And I done hired you for 5 more days and I don't have a backup because me and you talked. You signed contracts and everything. I ain't have nobody to replace you, but I can get somebody to replace you real quick. You know what I'm saying? So it's a scary relationship sometimes when you're working with people that you just meet.
Hey, in the typical film, I mean, I guess it depends on the film, man. Short film to shoot a movie, shortest amount of time. How many days would that be?
Oh man, it depends on the script. I mean, shit, you can shoot a short film. Me and you can put a camera right now and call this a short film.
I guess it depends on you can edit that thing up.
What you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like you can't put a time on film. So a lot of people, and you know, a lot of the things that you know, we've been seeing now lately is people are like, oh, we're finishing at 8, 9, 10. Great. And you know why? Because we got higher hands and people is on the same page now.
Okay.
Whereas usually we was like, man, I'm gonna take you shooting in a couple months. And that's unheard of now. Nobody shooting no film in no couple months. Not no couple. You gonna lose everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you pick up shots and things like that, but principal shooting is done in 7, 8, 9 days. You know what I'm saying? You got the young. You got queens in the industry now. You got Lisa. You got Nika. They doing films and they knocking them shits out. They ain't playing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They fixing their crown and they getting it done.
Now, what I noticed, and I could be mistaken,
Mhm.
this is just from me bouncing around, talking to different people. Do all of the different film companies, do y'all engage with each other on each other's set? Or it's
So,
just certain ones that just
I
got
don't
better
think,
relationships?
to be honest, I don't think we feel the need to go to people's set because they're at work. It's like visiting somebody at their job.
Okay.
You know, and some people do call, hey, I'm gonna be a set. I'm gonna come and holler at you, this, that, and the other. But at the same time, we know how hard and stressful that shit can be, and sometimes we don't want company.
Okay, I got you.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, because I just know that I've seen different people come, and I didn't know if it was like a support thing.
Sometimes you do come because sometimes I've been to plenty of people's sets. Come, man, be like, man, bless your set. You know what I'm saying? And when I say blessings, like literally, like not me coming out, I'm blessing, but just come and be like, yo, peace be with you. Bless your set, man. I hope everything go on. Good job, man. Look good. Because people do want that sometimes. And some people don't. Like, don't come to my set because I'm busy. I ain't got time. Because don't come to my set and then when I don't talk to you, you feel like,
but it's nothing
I'm
rude.
working.
I'm focused
I'm
on
working.
this. Okay.
Yeah.
I just, wanted to know, like.
Shit, I went to Nuke set. I didn't do so many movies, man. And that's a full-time job just going to his set. You know what I'm saying? I don't went to a whole shit. T done help me out. Moolah, he done help me out on sets.
Yeah, and I think that's more what I'm getting at is that how it is, or but you answer is more so like work.
Yeah, we working. So whereas before we could have shared our time and energy, and we have.
Okay.
But we doing films on our own. So now we're doing things. We share resources.
Okay, that's a better way of saying it. We share resources.
Oh yeah, okay. I believe anybody can call anybody in the industry. Because there's been times where I done shot places and people be like, "Where you shoot that at?" I mean, I got an office that people will rent to come shoot at. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, come on down, shoot here. Oh, where's a hospital that you can shoot at? Oh, here's my man number. You know what I'm saying? All of us do it. Oh, shout out to Rook too, man. I mean, I didn't want to forget because Rook was one of the first filmmakers here way back in the day, man. I mean, I went to his set and they were doing it big back in the day. Ray J, Lisa Ray, all of them was on this one film. It escapes my brain right now. But yeah, man, definitely shout out to Rook, who is definitely OG in the game. So, you know what I mean? That just popped in my head. But yeah, man. I mean, even Rook, man, like I've been on Rook set, you know what I'm saying? I helped out, hey D, some locations or whatever, and they've all done the same for me. So people think just because we're not in the room, we're not talking. Like we all talk. I mean, it's group threads, it's all types of stuff that's going on. So, and that goes to show you that you may think people are not talking about your behavior, your set etiquette, and things like that. But we gotta make sure that we not wasting our money. Of course, ain't nobody running and say, "Oh, don't work with such and such." But when somebody do call and be like, "Hey, have you worked with such and such?" People gonna tell the truth, man.
Okay.
I mean, that goes for us too. Shit, actors and actresses talk about directors. Man, you this, that, and the other. I ain't get this. This happened, and that's just the way it is, man. What you gonna do out there? You know what I mean?
No, that's cool. All right, so that was cool. We're gonna talk a little bit more about this film thing.
Okay.
About the business, because we're gonna wrap up shortly.
Mm-hmm.
May 22nd.
Yeah, May 22nd, man.
The Detroit Film Awards is located at the DIA.
No.
Charles Wright.
Charles H. Wright.
Charles H. Wright.
So
I
I'm gonna
get all those confused.
That's all right. I'm gonna tell you, they all in the same area. So park where you want to. Just come to African American Music. I'm gonna tell you this, man. We've really put together an amazing event for you, man. And people say, "Oh, what you getting?" Listen, man. You come in. Drinks is sponsored by Maker's Mark, so you get to drink on Maker's Mark. You know what I mean? You get red carpet. So it's a ton of media is going to be there, man. And one of the things is, man, we have valets at the red carpet. You know what I'm saying? If you're a nominee or something, what you're going to do is you're going to come. You're going to be assigned a valet with your name on it. So you're going to take pictures and press knows who you are. It's not going to be a guessing game. It's going to be, hey, this is such and such. This is who we're walking down the red carpet. These are the pictures that we're taking. You're going to go. You're going to be seated in a 300-seat auditorium. You're going to sit down. You're going to get the visuals. You're going to get the sound. You're going to get the ceremony music. You're going to get people up there speaking. You're going to get all that great, amazing award energy that you would get anywhere else. And the best thing about it is the after party is right there in the museum as well. So the after party, DJ, Rose Bits providing the sounds. You're going to go in there, drink more if you want, and party, man. Dance and celebrate. So you ain't even got to get back in your car to go to no after party. It's right there at the museum.
All right. And is this an open event?
So it is an open event. General public, you can go and get your tickets at www.detroitfilmmakerawards.com. It's not that many tickets left. Like, it's only 300 seats, got presenters and everybody there. Hosted by Ron Dance. A ton of presenters, man. Trick, Jessica Care Moore, Sino, we got Nisha Nashay, Crystal Dow, Dwan Ford, Kwasim Basir. Man, it's a ton of presenters. Big O, she's presenting awards. Man, I'm excited for the night. So yeah.
No, that's good. I mean, I can't wait. And what's the time? What's the time for this event? What's the times?
Red carpet starts at 4. Ceremony starts at 5:30. After party starts at 8:00. So make sure you guys are there early. This is black tie. Rent your tuxes. Ladies, wear your evening gowns. I mean, if you're going to show off anywhere, show off here. We have a ton of press that's going to be there. We got national press and local press that's going to be there. So please be dressed to the nines when you come there. I mean, it's only 2 weeks away, so I don't know if you get a dress made, but fellas, I'm telling you, if you don't wear no suit, wear a suit on this night. Man, we represent, man, and this right here is going to lead us to bigger and better things. I mean, just next year is going to be a whole lot bigger. I got something in store for everybody. Me and the team, we're working diligently to not only put you guys in very amazing films, but also just billboard you as the nation's elite talent when it comes to acting and making film. So help us help y'all. That's what we want you to do. Help us help y'all. Embrace the culture, move the culture with us. So man, we got to get everybody here, man, rooting for us,
No, absolutely, man. They can find you on social media at the Detroit Film Awards.
Filmmaker Awards. Okay.
Yep. Find them on social media. Make sure when y'all go to this event, hashtag them.
Yeah, hashtag. Start the hashtagging now. Detroit Filmmaker Award 2020, or it's a lot to write down. Just put DFA 2020. Shout out to my brand ambassador, Will Bennett. He'll be there saying what up to everybody. Shout out to everybody who's helping. Love LaRue, Courtney Leatherwood. So many, man. Dudes came over. It's just a whole bunch of people who are going to be a part of this. That's going to make your experience amazing. We got Cisco. He's providing a lot of the models that'll be walking you down the red carpet, accompanying you. So, man, I can't thank you guys enough. We have some amazing writers. I mean, I can name everybody, man. Kiana, Taylor, they actually do the DFA newsletter. So if you do want to be a part and see the newsletter, because we'll be doing that even way past the Detroit Filmmaker Awards, just go to www.detroitfilmmakerawards.com and subscribe to the newsletter as well. All right. I think I got everybody, man.
You got everything?
I think so.
You spoke on everything. You know what I'm saying? Man. I'm waiting on the event, man. I'm excited. This will be my first time going to this event, man, just to see different people. And let me add this. Darren Brown, he gave me my first shot, and he invited me out to Dimes, the movie red carpet event. And that's when I first started doing my interviews out there. And since then, it's been like on and popping. It's been on and popping, man. I've been popping up all around town with that camera and that microphone. So y'all make sure to look out for me as well.
Definitely, man.
So yeah, man, Darren, I appreciate your time.
Appreciate
coming
you, man.
in, sharing the information about the Filmmakers Award. I think it's gonna be pretty dope. I'm waiting to be there. I can't wait to be a part of it. I'm hoping that everybody else that's out there listening that got questions and that want to get into this industry, I'm hoping that you can make it to this event. It'll be a great look. And it'll give you somewhere and some place to go where you can dress up real nice, make yourself feel good, you know?
Hey, as a matter of fact, one more thing, man. Like, if you looking to sponsor the event or even future events, just hit us up in the email, and that's Detroit Filmmaker Awards.
All right. If you're trying to be a sponsor, that means they need some money. They want you to spend some money. Donate some money. Donate help.
Need a little bit, it's business. Need a little bit.
Donate it. And I mean, at the same time, it's about building relationships and all that stuff too. So y'all reach out, hashtag DFA 2022 on all social media platforms. That way you can click on that and you can see all of the beautiful pictures that will be posted and videos as well. So until next time, thanks for tuning in. If you're watching, which you are because you can hear me saying this, I want you to go on all social media platforms or whichever one is your favorite and search Lavish T. Williams. I'm on all social media platforms and streaming sites, Lavish T. Williams, and like, follow, share, and subscribe. That's it. Y'all have a good one. See y'all next time.
See ya.